Let's see who is online now. I'm supposed to play a musical, eh? It's been a while I played music in my life. Good evening, good evening. Don't mind me, I like to play, right? You guys know me now. I love play, but when it comes to being serious, I'm serious. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, my people. Welcome to another show. Now, you guys always know that I go live on Wednesday, right? But yesterday, I had to send orders to, the new distributor. So, I didn't have the time. But today, yes, I get the time. I would like to call names, so because I did see now, but know this names thing will cost us data. For those people who are managing data, let's help them manage. So share this video, making us scatter Facebook with them. Facebook is scared of us right now, so oh my God, who is this? So please, nobody should call me right now. Let's scatter Facebook. Share, tag, invite. In fact, for every young lady that just got married, you need them to watch this video. So invite them. If you know if you share the video, they tag their name. Just put their name for there. Because you see, this crazy tip what I want to teach today, I go mix them with pidgin. I go still talk the right thing. Today's crazy tip is going to be crazy in the sense that, you see, those people will say they never even try at all. This one is an eye-opener for you. So please share the video. Thank you so much. I look good. Unique. I see the hair where this lady sent for me. Like, I look like $1 million. She make me look expensive. And I'm enjoying it. Unique virgin hair. Thank you. I'm enjoying myself, really. So guys, share. I don't want to go back to this topic. Let me just take a few water. Just drink water. See. Good evening from the other side of the world. Okay, I'm gonna start now. I guess everybody who joined later will just, they'll join us. For those people who are new members, I want to say welcome to this page. This is a fertility corner. It's a fertility corner, not because of the giveaway they look me. It is not a charity page. It is a page to help couples conceive, have their own babies. All right, so welcome, and I hope you're going to enjoy today's lecture. If it's your first time watching me, I want to really say this, so go say the woman too harsh. When I start teaching, I get in the mood, I get in the spirit. So if you see me shouting and the words they feel like now you are the talk to, I never hear your story. I don't know who you be. So just take it like this. Take it as if I am just talking. Don't watch my shouting. I just the flow. All right. What's today's topic? Today's topic is 6 crazy ways to conceive fast or to get pregnant fast. 6 crazy conceive tips to get pregnant fast. I'm not just going to mention only the 6. I'm going to, elaborate on it. I said I was going to hold paper and book for those people who are deaf, because we have some ladies. Guys, pardon me 1 minute. We have some women who are deaf among us. So I saw the comments and I told myself I'm going to be writing some things and, showing it like this. Now, what's the first thing you have to do when you're trying to conceive? You say a woman will just marry, or let's say a couple will just marry. Based on our African mentality, you're supposed to get pregnant immediately. If I say that thing called honeymoon, your honeymoon is supposed to result to you getting pregnant, right? But one thing we don't know is that when you're trying to conceive, when you're trying to get pregnant, you don't need to put it in your mind, which means you don't need to think about it. Belle need to come on its own natural case. Because you see that thinking when they think so, they damage your egg. This is the reason why a lot of women tend to enter menopause on time, even during their 20s, their 30s, when they are not supposed to be there yet. They go to check their egg, they tell you, Madam, the only way for you to conceive an IVF. And then you go house, you go they cry. The small egg will remain on top, you go they cry on top, damaging it more. Some of you might have experienced this thing whereby you go for tests and they tell you, your eggs are getting low. We can manage it. If you come back in the next 3 months, let's see if you don't get pregnant naturally, we'll just manage it to pick your eggs and then, we'll just do the artificial insemination. They tell you like that. And then the next 3 months you go there, they tell you, Madam, the eggs are nowhere to be found. Why? Because you take that word, you go house, you go, they think about them every day and night. Anyway, what's the first thing that you have to do when you're trying to conceive? This one mostly for new couples is quit your bad habit. Yes, see, what usually works for A would not work for B. Let me use this as an example. Men, listen to me. If you're a man and you're following me, you need to hear this. Your friend might be drinking wine. Your friend might be someone who drinks 3 bottles of wine without shaking. In fact, this your friend get 3 children for house already. But you, when they follow and they do the jollification, you don't get anyone. Why? It's possible that that wine you're drinking can be affecting your sperm. The same thing goes for a woman. Young ladies, you just marry, finish, you enjoy yourself, you won't flex with your husband based on, say, honeymoon something. You can't go around, they follow your husband, they do competition of shayo. You are going around drinking beer with your husband at beer parlor, and you're expecting yourself to get pregnant. Some people might be drinking that beer and no wahala for them. But you don't see that thing, that bad habit where you get now they kill you. It's the same thing that goes for food. That one I teach them every time. I preach them. You see, food where they see, it can kill you. And it can also save you. Women going through PCOS today, there's a lot of things that started, which has to do with your food. Your carbohydrates, they like to chop your rice and you top them with Coke. Before you know again, you don't top them. Before you know again, you don't top them with what do you call them? Lucozade boost. Topping it up like this. Allowing your sugar level to increase. Allowing your insulin to have resistance to them breaking that sugar level for you. Before you know it, what happens? They start telling you have PCOS already. Why do you have PCOS? It's because of the bad habit. This bad habit, they increase to some women based on the fact that they just marry. And some women, when they are married, they tend to have money. Husband, they spoil their money now. You buy this. Honey, go and shop for yourself. New wife, you won't take care of her. And you, when you like sweet mouth, you carry the money, they go shopping. Honey, we have to go for provision. My provision is running out. I am running out of provision. You continue to shop on top. Maybe you are someone whose menstruation before you got married was regular. You were seeing your menstruation steady 28-day cycle. Nothing they happen. Every 28 it go come outside. You just marry, finish like this. Menstruation don't they seize on you. It don't they go on you. Why? Because of your bad habits. Because of what you are eating every time. That thing that you love too much, it's what is killing you. I continue to tell people, see, if you know you've been trying to get pregnant and you're running around from one doctor to another, they tell you, you don't have a problem, you don't have a problem, your husband don't have a problem, go home and try. Sit down. Yoruba say, Jokoko ronu. Think. Think. When person they think, I don't say think why you never get pikin and your mates don't get children. No, not that. Sit down and think about the things you're going wrong on. The wrong things you are eating. I understand that eating fruit and vegetable can be expensive, but that doesn't mean you have to cut it away from your diet. That doesn't mean because they tell you banana is 500 naira now, you know, go chop am again because na 500. If you think and well reason am, that 500 naira they spend for banana, when you say it cost, you go spend that for something useless. Things like you going to buy your cream, thinking that you bleaching yourself or rubbing cream would keep your skin shiny. No, saying that the fruit and vegetable you supposed to chop, now they keep your skin shiny. Cut that part out and start eating healthy. It is the first thing you need to do. If you're a new bride, try it for 3 months. You go say belle no go hard you. It no go hard you. And then you ditch that bottle as well. Forget them. I understand. See, to share your sweet. Oh, I'm not telling you that it's not good to drink. To drink once in a while, 1 glass cup of red wine is fine, you know. Drink 1 glass cup of red wine with your man. Go put you also in the mood, right? But may not turn out to habit. Because if you share they want knock am with your husband, say you want knock am. The day when you know go call shy uncle, you can't drive for bottom, there nothing they walk. So ditch the bottle. And then check your menstrual day cycle. These things I'm saying might sound so stupid to some people's ear, but it's true. Until you don't know your menstruation day cycle, you will never know how to calculate your ovulation. The thing, you see, yes, during our mothers, they know they calculate ovulation before they get belle. True. Why? Because they themselves, the things where they chop that time, we know they chop them again. We base on, you know, living life, eating the chicken, drinking the, you know, exotic drink. That one we they call life. That one we they call enjoyment. All those things where our mother eat that time, we know they eat them again. One day I made a post about food, and somebody wrote under the comment say, what about mad women where they just they get belle in here? Make a ten and one thing. Person where they craze, if they eat things where they healthy, past person where head they correct. Why? Because the person where they craze go still go bush, go they chop grass, they chop leaf. The one way head they correct go say na tantalizer I want end up put. So check and make balancer. Why the thing no they come for the ones where be say they even get too much money? Why is it not happening? Why? Check your menstruation day cycle. It's important for every woman, even young girl, to know this. Because one advice I give to young ladies is that instead of you to use your contraceptive, which might have problem for you in future, Primlo 2, what's it? Postonol 2, sorry, it's Postonol, yeah. Postonol 2. All those ladies say go swallow Postonol. You know, you don't swallow. No worry. The thing they wait for you for front. No be now. She be now you never ready to get picking. Now front they wait for you. Just sow your seed. Sow it well. If you know you want to have a future of not running around to look for babies, know how to calculate your ovulation and know your safe days. Because you know these days you cannot tell a young woman not to knock them. Not to knock them, because once they don't they menstruate down there, don't they scratch them. Go bless they put lice for under there. Now so you go they do the trend or man no go talk. You know. That mean that they press some breast for corner for their ma house. But anyway, let's just say if you know you want to have children, learn how to calculate it. I have taught this thing once on my video. I even made a post about it. But I'll just do small explanation again. How do you calculate your menstruation day cycle? It's important too. Because if the menstruation day cycle is changing, then you know that there's something wrong with you. Yeah. That's how we could say no. It's a pinpoint. Menstruation day cycle, they start from 22 days to 38 days. Which means the first day of your last period. I go use pidgin explain this one because I don't want anybody telling me, Sister Joy, I don't understand though. Sister, you go understand. I go tear your head. I go put the word inside. Let me they tell you. You go understand by force. You see, let's take for example last month. Now September we did so. August last month. You can't see your period. around that 30th of August, which is the first day when it dropped. Now, don't get it twisted. Don't get confused. Some people, menstruation go first come with drop. Think, thunk, think, thunk. Maybe you go drop for 3 to 5 days before the reflow will come outside. Don't get it wrong. If you want calculator, you go calculator from that the way the drop is start. Don't go calculator from that the way the flow they come outside though. Because still yet, if you do it like that, you miss road. You miss the thing, which means no ovulation for you. You know, I have come across some women who tell me, Sister Joy, I don't ovulate. It's like I have tube blockage. I am not ovulating. I'll come ask her, you they calculate your ovulation? They say, yes, so. Even my doctor is helping me to calculate it. Okay. When you see your last period, they will talk. When you see this one, how many days it be? By the time you calculate and finish, you go see, say, they ovulate. But now they calculate them wrongly. And then it will now turn to what? A miracle. Just a simple, tiny something like that. So if you are that type that is having drop, ting, 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 drop blood, count it from that first day when the drop starts. Because it matters. It's your first day. So let's say your period starts on 30. On the 30th of August. Then September, it can't come again. It can't start maybe 28 or 30 of September. What you have to do to get your menstruation day cycle is to count from the first day, which is 30th of August, to that 28th or 30th of September when your period will start. And know how many days it be. Now, mind you, if your own is less than, I have to write it for these people who are not hearing me, less than 22 days, now wahala. If your own is more than 38 days, is a problem. Guys, you bear with us, so all women must learn. I don't know how to do the deaf and dumb sign, but I have to make sure I get messages to all women. I know this is going to turn around, but I don't mind. I just hope. If your own is less than 22 days cycle, you are in trouble. See. If it's more than 38 days cycle, you still enter GAU. Count it and know which one you fall put. It is important. Now, when you have to calculate the ovulation, I go still come that part. But we need to move. Enter the next one. After you don't know how to calculate your menstruation day cycle, like I said, if you get wahala, you need to go for test. I did not say it's the end of the world, because this is what a lot of women have come across do. I talk to different women from different parts of the world, and I can tell you, most women that have spoken with, that have followed up, are people who would probably have this result, and they're just putting it under their bed. You know, I get stories from women telling me, Sister Joy, my last hormone profile test is 2008. And since then, I have not gone for another one. Do you think your hormone will still remain the same since 2008 till now? Let me tell you people a secret that you people don't know. And this thing also has to do with men, no? Because a man that has those sperm counts, you have to go for hormone profile test too. One thing about hormone is this, that every 3 months it changes. It be like moon. If it be that type where we say, stay with grandmothers, so they use moon, they calculate, pregnancies and all that. It's the same thing for your hormones. Your hormones switch every 3 months. If you think you did hormone profile test 3 months ago, now it's still valid. Auntie, it's not valid though. It's not the same. So when your period starts giving you sign, like I said, less than 22 days, more than 38 days, go for test. Go for hormone profile test. Check it out. Go for a scan. Very important. And then there are some supplements they will give you. A woman where they try to get belly, even a man. Because all I've been saying since is woman. But one thing we forget is that you need the male sperm, the man's sperm, to actually fertilize the egg. Which means, if your sperm no get, if you not strong, you no get value. It be like gold. If you no If you're not strong, you don't get what is nothing. Forget, say your wife even gets small fibroid, because a tiny fibroid cannot stop you from getting pregnant. I have a friend who has a son right now, he's 6 months old. I'm so happy for her. She had fibroid, and you know, the fibroid did not even stop her from getting pregnant. I mean, I forget Sister Joy before now to say, Sister Joy, you are dead now. It did not stop her from getting pregnant. It has to do with the man's sperm. Stop pointing finger at your wife saying, now you get problem. Shebi they say you have fibroid. Okay? Fibroid no stop person from getting beleo. You know they stop. So if you're trying to get pregnant, you and your husband should be on supplements. Things that you need to use. You know, things like folic acid is very good for a woman. If you have not started it, you need to start it. You don't need to wait for your doctor to tell you, come and use folic acid, come and use folic acid, before you know that folic acid is good. This is the reason why I tell you to always eat salad. You know, salad wey you dey chop, now because it contains folic acid. Some people might even take folic acid from the hospital, and the mg they give them based on their age is just smaller. Your doctor expects you to use salad, take cover up. But out of say we like swallow, we know the chopper. We know the chopper. Remember that whatever you're feeding yourself because you're having fertility issue is the same thing you're feeding your husband. And if you're trying to boost yourself to get pregnant, you need to boost the sperm more. You need to boost him. You got to give him salad. You are doing smoothie, share for her. Don't say it's for me alone. I need to get pregnant. You're just wasting your time. Because at last, after you don't settle yourself, finish, you can't see your husband's sperm blue. After how many years of wasting? After how many years of wasting? So, you need supplements. You know, like a woman, especially women who are 40s, I do advise them to take zinc. Zinc is good. Zinc is very good. It helps with your FSH and your LH. It helps a lot. Folic acid is good. Your vitamin E is good. You know, your vitamin B is good also. But if you have fibroid, I want you to check your vitamin B level before you start diving into taking vitamin B. You don't want your fibroid to increase, all right? So you want to check that part. Yes, they check vitamins for body. No bole provide tests. They do check vitamins, okay? So go check your vitamins, check your protein and all that before you start taking it if you have fibroid, all right? And for the men, Maca Powder. Oh my God. Maca Powder. I don't know why I never hear of Maca Powder. If you have not heard of it, you are hearing of it now. Go and Google it. Go and read about it. Maca Powder has a lot of benefits. Not only helping women to boost libido. So as a man, which means if your husband are the one will be say, you know, they stand. You understand? Maybe you go stand 5 minutes, you go 4. You go stand 5 minutes, you go 4. You know? And I get messages of men sending me, telling me, Sister Joy, what will I use to last long on bed? Okay, it's not about the capsules you use or the capsules you go and buy, because sometimes some people buy things that actually damage them. Like you damage yourself. You're looking for a way to please your wife longer on bed, but you're getting all those, you know, all those capsules, manpower, all those also are bookie they say you want the power. When I power horse, I be power waiting, they call them power horse. No, I don't remember the name again. You get the name they call her for Nigeria that time. I can't really remember. But power horse, other stuff. You want to use it to satisfy your wife. It won't work that way. You don't boost sperm that way. Things like Maca Powder are the things you should be using. Things like Fenugreek Seed. One thing about men using Fenugreek Seed is that it helps a lot. You know, sometimes some men, when you check the two balls, like the scrotum, I don't know why I'm teaching this today, but it come. So make a choke am inside. When you check the scrotum of a man, some men, they find out that one is bigger than the other, which is not good. Some can just be fluid. You know the way they'll tell you, say fluid full a woman tube. The same thing, fluid can fill a man's scrotum. So it's very important that your husband or you, they check him. Who should be your husband? Me, I they check my husband on. If he stand naked, I go, you know, I go wear him. I make sure say yes. he does not have anything like that, and everything is just equal in size. Moreover, you're the wife, so why are you shy? What did they shy you? Check the thing. If you not say yes, you don't notice one thing, don't a big pass one, or maybe you see your husband, they do some kind of movement when you're not supposed to move. Fenugreek seed is there to help you. Fenugreek seed helps male sperm. You know, today teaching now, they mix them, man and woman. So if you're writing, be writing down. Write down. Keep this information for yourself. I'm selling it for free. These are the things you call me to ask and then you pay. But I'm selling it tonight for free. Everything. I go open up everything. Give your husband fenugreek seed. It's very, very good. Even cinnamon stick. Cinnamon stick helps with men that have erectile dysfunction. Very, very good. It has this antioxidants in it. You know, oxidative stress kills male sperm, which means heavy work. Not be their fault now. But based on the way the world they go now, man no work, he no go chop. That's how it be. Man no work, he no go chop. Cinnamon stick helps. You can even get orange and cinnamon tea for your husband because orange contains vitamin C, which is good for a man's sperm. And then you have cinnamon stick inside too, which is good for a man's sperm. You can even get in blueberries. The other day I made a post about blueberries, how it helps male sperm and the quality. Get that blueberry mix. How much be these things? 5,000 naira. Very good, cheap money, ordinary. Where the things here? I just mentioned the things. I know the reason. Hang on, guys. Now, this one contains fennel seed, but it's for flat tummy, so I can't show you guys the fennel seed now. Let me see if I have the other seed. Yes. This is the blueberry mix. This one, I'll show you guys so you can see it well. This is blueberry mix you can get for your husband. Get it for him. As you're using it, you're giving him. Remember that this blueberry itself contains vitamin E, which I told women to use previously because it helps boost ovulation, right? A lot of you have used it and then come back and testify because you've never seen that kind of cervical mucus in your life. Why? Because it's vitamin E. It's also good for a male sperm. And so they drink them for your ovulation. When you know, say during your ovulation period, you won't go meet your husband. Say they give them. All right. So take your supplements, and the next thing you want to do is know when you're ovulating. I'm telling you, it's important to know when you're ovulating. I'm going to just rush through how to calculate your ovulation, and later I'll make a post. Not even make a post, I'll reshare the post I made on how to calculate your ovulation from before, and then you guys can read it again and see the chart. Follow the chart up, all right? How do you calculate it? Remember before I said if you have 22 days cycle, you're fine. So let's take, for example, you calculate time before from that last month. Who be this? What's this person writes? I did not get the question. Remember you calculated it from last month, all right? And till this month, maybe it's 22 days cycle. What do you do? Simple. From the 4th day after your period finished, let's say your period finished today, just count 4 days from today, and then you start testing yourself. This is for people who have 22 days cycle. If I continue saying it here, I go last year for 1 hour, explaining till 38 days cycle. So what I'll do is just make a post after this for you guys to read, all right? So we'll not go sleep here at all. We'll not go sleep here because we have so many things to talk about. I don't know, I prepare God today. Okay, now, next tip. What's the next thing you should try? Is using lubricants. I don't sell lubricants. I don't have it here. But lubricants, you can find so many in the pharmacy. I don't know how many of you have heard about it. There are so many that are sperm friendly, all right, that you can use. There's Conceive Plus, which is very good. You can use Conceive Plus. Why do you need lubricants? This one is for women who suffer from dry vagina. I understand that maybe your testosterone might be low or not. Even person will get ovarian cysts. If he suffer for dry vagina, down there, no matter how the man touch, pumping, nothing will come outside. This is the reason why you use lubricants. Because for a dry vagina, it's like the man is pouring, you know, the sperm on a dry land, on a cement rock, without nothing helping to carry it. Cervical mucus, you no get. Nothing. I made a good example of how the sperm can live. Live inside you and outside with catfish. If you know catfish, you gonna say catfish, you only put them for ground. A live catfish, if you put them for ground, it no go last long, it go die. That's what a man's sperm be. Imagine the man's pour millions on top of you. He can't pour and sansa, he pour and put nothing there to push and go in. You know, your mucus, the little wetness you get help the sperm swim. God bless you, put them for water, it go swim, go. But if down there is dry, nothing is swimming. Take, for example, your husband has low sperm count and maybe his motility is just 30%. And that's something where they manage. Imagine something where never feel even swim fast already. You can't go put that for sand. Eh? So try use lubricants. Like I said, you can use Conceive Plus. That one is fine. I think there's another one again. But Conceive Plus is more better because I know a lot of women who have used it. I even used Conceive Plus. So Conceive Plus is more better. Yeah, you can find it even in Amazon. Yeah, you get it in Amazon. You get it even in the pharmacy. So please go and get it and use it. Don't use it every day. Don't use them every day. And when you want to buy them, make sure you at the back of the the leaflet, whatever they write on it, make sure you see alcohol free before you get your lubricant. If you don't find Conceive Plus, I'm just saying, if you don't find Conceive Plus, make sure the one you're getting, it's written alcohol free, because you don't want to get the one with alcohol. I'm telling you, you don't want to go there at all, because you go bless you pepe. Hey, pepe, it's not pepe. Or you go bless you, they use disinfectant, they rub your hand. You know how it feels now. That's the same way it's going to feel down there, so you don't want to try it. All right. Next thing to do. Men, this one are for you now. You need the support of your husband. You see, I notice a lot of women, they keep secrets. Kai, Inasabi keep secret though. And don't think that person where test something, go understand how you they feel. Because when some women won't complain, they'll say, my husband is not helping. My husband is not this. But you they open mouth, they tell them. You they open mouth, they explain to them. Some of you now go, they get menstrual pain. Now not go fit in a husband say, honey, I am going through menstrual pain, no. So he even support you. No, you not open your mouth. You still carry the pain. Gang. They go cook. They go wash plates, they go wash clothes. Why? Because you keep your mouth shut. When trying to get pregnant, it's not something that you have to use only your money for. Because I understand a lot of women do that. You even go and borrow money when you have a husband. You loan money on things that you know, for tests. You go, yes, some people go loan money for tests, to go do tests. Some will have infection and they will not even tell their husband. And then you come back and you say, continual infection. I'm suffering from continual infection. Why? Because you don't even treat your husband. He's not aware. Even if he's aware, maybe you could use young bubonishe, hoping that you are not being affected. You need to open up with him. You cannot have fibroid and keep your mouth shut. And then say people are making jest of you. People are calling you names. They'll call names if they don't understand what is going on. Your mother-in-law would not even understand. The only thing she'll be expecting for you is to get pregnant. And you, auntie, they sleep for nights. Because heart attack won't kill you. Thinking don't finish you. You are depressed. You can't even live your life anymore. Remember what I said from onset of this video? I said, see, to get pregnant, you don't need to think about it. You don't need to reason it. But no, you continue to wake up every day, every night, praying, shouting, screaming. They tell you say God who they pray for, they remind them the same thing every day. You don't understand. He knows what you're passing through. He is aware. Maybe your testimony is just close to you and what you have to do is stop your bad habit. You need to open up. You need to tell him what is going on. If, for example, you have a result and they tell you, oh, your eggs are finished. See, if you not explain to your husband, you not tell him, he will still expect you to get pregnant every month. It's what I notice in some women. I did notice some women where they call me for privately, they tell me. I notice it. Your AMH is low. It is 0.01. 0.01, no. Your husband, no. And you continue to complain that they are threatening to chase you out of your marriage. If you not tell them, how you go to understand? So whatever you're going through, whatever you're doing, even if you have to go to the hospital, go together. Go together. Not say they go hospital alone, no. Because some women do it. They say, I'm going to the hospital. I want to go and check myself out. Or some will even tie it around their head. Say, I am the one with the problem. And remember, you won't buy tea, sir. For God got to give you money. If you know they work, you know get side dish. Now in hand, you will still collect money for. Some of you now won't even buy 5,000 naira tea. You know, not even ask Oga. You know, you are not free. You need to open up with your husband so the both of you can work together. All right, and do this again. Another thing you need to do, if after you've tried changing your food, you've gone for test, take for example, you have a progesterone and estrogen problem, it happens. So many women will even get pregnant and the next thing they have is miscarriage. Some might just be dilated ovum, which is natural. That will not get medicine, but most cases is progesterone issue. Take, for example, you have progesterone issue, you can use Rapsperity. I think I've talked about progesterone before, so don't let me go back to it, please. You can use Rapsperity, you can use blueberry mix. Those things contain can boost your progesterone. But if you not treat them before you get belly, the thing will come out. All right? So, from everything I have said today, from everything when I don't explain, if you try this little tip, it is very easy. It is something that, you know, some of you don't even need to go doctor because waiting they happen to you now just the nashukoto for there. What is happening to you is just under your shukoto. So if you've done these tips that I just told you and still the pregnancy don't come, you need to go and check your tubes, which is your HHD test, you know, to check your tubes if they are blocked. If they are not blocked, but you notice that sperm is still leaking from your body. Auntie, now your husband get wahala. I already told you guys before to go for test. All right? So, guys, I hope I've been able to explain one or two things. I'll see if I can collect questions. That's the reason why I had to do this. I had to do this very short. I'll see if I can collect questions because I know some people won't blast me with questions. And yes, today, I am ready for all the answers because I got some teas here. I think all the teas. I have all the teas here, and just like I usually do, tell you teas to use and other stuff. Sometimes I don't usually bring the teas of life, so pardon me for that. That's what they said to me, they bring alcohol life. But today, are they ready? I have everything. So let me see if I can just take a few questions before I... okay. Before I call it a day. Hang on, guys. 1 minute. Okay. Where can someone buy and get the blueberry mix? I'm going to post the distributor's number again. There's a distributor for different country. You can order from them. Yeah. After this video, I'll make sure I post it, all right? So let me just see the next question. 1 moment. Hello, Ma. Please, what can someone do to eradicate staph? Totally tired. Okay. One secret to infection is this. You might not know, but it's true. If you continue to treat infection like continually, there might be a problem that one of your hormones is imbalanced. You see, the minute you catch infection, your immune starts fighting for you. Before you start taking antibiotic, it's already fighting. And some people, they're already weak. So no matter how many antibiotics you take, your immune system is weak. It will continue to come. It will continue to stay. And some people, the antibiotic they're using is not even, it's not enough. Take, for example, you've had this infection for 3 months and then you're using antibiotic for 7 days. It's not going to work. And some people are still using over-the-counter antibiotic. You need to go to the hospital for injection. All right? Now, when you're done with that, when you don't do that one finish, you can use things like turmeric, which contain antibiotic. You can use things like clove. This clove. It's a spices. I think a lot of you use it for cooking, and it's also in that block tube recipe. Yeah, you can use things like that. You can use things like garlic. Garlic too is antibacterial, which helps with infection. But remember, first you have to use your antibiotic before using all these things. All right, your concussion, your bubonishe, it will not cure staph. Staph is not an infection to toy with. It's just like candida. They don't leave you like that. And if you don't handle it with seriousness, you go build mansion for your body. That's what it is. You go build mansion. All right, let me just see. How do I get the seed? Okay, go to the market. You can buy it from the market, or you ask the distributors. I think Anambra distributor have it, Lagos distributor have it, so you can order from them. Please, ma, why my period comes for 7 days? Is it okay or not? It's perfect. Like, period is supposed to be running 5 to 7 days. You notice women who get their period for 3 days, they are so, they start having problem with PCOS, treating ovarian cysts. Why? Because the blood and the lining from the egg shedded before is not out of your body. So yes, 7 days, you're good to go. All right, now let's see next one. Okay. Hang on, guys. All right. Okay. How do I take it? I don't understand. Sister Joy, please, my period started yesterday with clots. Please, what will I take to dissolve it? Okay, darling, you don't dissolve clots. Clot happens because some part of your body are not working well. Now, another thing is this, that you can have clot when air is going through your vagina a lot. Is it stupid? Like, it's a tiny thing that we do miss, but it's true. If you are the one that like to chook your hand inside your vagina, like you open it, even when you are on your period, you're putting your hands to say, I want to clean all the dirty. I want to clean all the dirty. They open your body. If breeze enter your body, it can cause clot. Why? Because the air will just, it go become thick. Blood, they become thick when they touch small breeze. That's just how it is. Another thing that can cause it is when you have fibroid. So you want to go and check exactly which one it is. If you have fibroid, that's why you're having clot and and all that. Okay. See this question. Oh, Auntie Joy, what can cause scanty menstruation, hormone imbalance, PCOS, low AMH, which means low anti-Morellian hormone, ovarian cysts can cause you to have scanty menses, even fibroid can cause you to have scanty menses. Prolactin, high prolactin, which is part of hormone, especially that prolactin, it can cause you to have scanty menses. So yes, any one of these can cause it, but you need to go and check it. You need to go to the doctor and check it. Next one. Hi. The questions, I know they see them again. Like, okay, hang on. All right. Let's see. Please, ma, what of those that are not menstruating? If you're not menstruating at all, there are 2 factors. You see, before I start telling you to use things, you need to go and check your egg. See, there's something called ovarian cancer. Yes, and this one has to do with women who are 40s. Listen to me and listen very carefully. If you're trying to get pregnant at 40, I understand your pain. I understand what you're going through. But if you don't have follicles, which means there is no egg at all, you cannot continue to use different things to boost it. If there is no follicle, the menstruation will stop. All right? If you don't enter menopause, the menstruation will stop. Menopause can start at any time. It can start at 40 for some people. It can start at 50, depending on how you don't live your life from teenager, which is, now you know what you do. But if you continue to use different things, you can end up giving yourself ovarian cancer. That is why your doctor might propose to you going for egg donor, using another person's egg. But don't worry that the baby is still yours. Using another person's egg, no change the pikin, all right? You don't change anything. That's still your own, all right? So, because our African men go say, Sister Joy, how I go use another person's pikin egg? How the pikin go be my own? Now still your own, because now the man sperm they go use. Now just borrow egg. When they chop old layer chicken, you know nothing from different yashi they come out from. The same thing with human being. Now it's differentiate us. You understand? Old layer come from different yash. Egg where they chop, now different yash they layer. So it's like borrowing one egg from one egg. You get it? So for those men who are being frustrated and already frustrating their wife when they tell you come for IVF because your wife have low egg, and then you are giving her problem, or maybe you don't think of marrying another wife self. You know serious. There is nothing wrong with a woman borrowing another woman's egg. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. In fact, it's a way to help, help our generation, because they don't say we do chop rubbish. So before we go reach maybe our great-grandchildren, you get the way it will be for people body. So you got to be borrowing for the people who are okay. But anyway, yes. If you're not menstruating, you need to go and check your AMH. All right. If there is no egg, you can try elderberry tea, blueberry mix, but there is no guarantee. I'm not going to lie for something when they work. Now, God, if egg no day, now God, they create miracle. All right. But if there is, and it's just big, you can use raspberry tea. You can use lemon, ginger, and orange tea. Yeah, I'm sick. Hanging there down. What do they do? Yeah, put them. All right. You can use raspberry tea. Where is it? There it is. Yeah. You get this one, raspberry. You get orange, lemon, ginger. Yeah, I already talked about it one time. Yeah. You get orange and cinnamon. Okay, which I showed before. And remember, always remember to get your DPO mix. Because DPO mix is to detox. You need to detox those toxins from your body. So they make your egg get fat and not pass. You need to detox. Always remember to detox before using anything. A man can use it, a woman can use it. A lot of you have used it and have seen the testimony. Even men that use it, they always message me and tell me, Sister Joy, after I use this to finish, my body feel free. I feel light, Always remember to detox before using these treaties. All right? Okay. You haven't done the ovulation calculation. Seems like you didn't hear me. I said I'll repost the one I made before, so a lot of you can go through it, because it's like me calculating it from 22 days to 38 days, which will take like exactly 1 hour. So instead of that, I'll just make a post. So even the people where they know they hear me, the deaf would learn. You should stop being greedy. All right. What is the best time to use raspberry tea? Anytime, daily, but not during your period or your ovulation. You can use it anytime. Now, one little secret is this. If you're someone that always have painful menstruation or have endometriosis, you can use it during your period. Only those. But if you don't have painful period and you don't have endometriosis, there is no need of you using it during your period. Just use it daily, your normal day. But don't use it during your ovulation. Don't use it during your ovulation. Don't try. Don't go there. All right. Now, some people just gone. Let's see. Now, please, when someone who has weaned her child for almost a year now and still experiencing a bit of milky discharge when the breast is squeezed, would it be difficult in conceiving? Oh, yes, darling. That's a sign that you have high prolactin. High prolactin is part of your hormones. And yes, it's like the cousin to thyroid. High prolactin be like cousin to thyroid. They're family. You know, hormones, they are all families. But there is one who is the mama. Na LH. The papa. Make I just tell me. The papa na follicle stimulating hormone. The mama na neutralizing hormone. You see those two? If they're high, your egg don't finish. It's a very bad something. Now, the senior brother is progesterone. The senior sister is estradiol. The cousin na prolactin. The second cousin na thyroid. You see, thyroid and prolactin, if they work together like this, that one we say, belle no go come. The period might be coming, right? But pregnancy, it is well with it. So, what you want to do is go for hormone profile test. There's no cause for alarm. You don't need to get scared. There's a recipe to get your prolactin down in even 2 weeks. I'm telling you, it's just on this page. Go through the video. You're going to see the video I made for prolactin, the recipe to use, and how to use it, the parsley, the CH leaf, how to use it, when to use it, and all this stuff. All right, so go and check it out. No good. Prolactin, no good. It's not good at all, at all, at all, at all. Let's see. Auntie, sometimes the men are not very supportive at all. Instead of them to encourage you, it's rather the opposite. That is like marrying someone you hardly know. See, every youth, every young person watching me right now. Yes, I might not be that old in marriage. 10 years, yes, but maybe still not nothing. But if you're watching me right now, I'll just give you a little bit of experience. When you're dating a guy, as a woman, if you date a guy, talk about everything. As in generally everything. If you don't talk when you're dating, you will not be able to talk when you're married. Sometimes me and my husband will just sit down, you know, like kids, and we'll be talking about stupid things, how organs react, how the body is working, how my period, you know, my husband knows when my period is about to start. He will count the days, go tell me, your period is about to start, you know, because he has been aware from the onset. Talk about this thing with someone you know you want to spend the rest of your life with. It's better you open up now. No go wait till say when I'm a married woman, because that time it will change for you like this. Why? Because you know open mouth tell them before. Some men will feel like, what kind of irritating thing are you talking about? Now me you won't call tell me this thing? Now me be your doctor? You know all this kind of stuff now. So sis, I hope you understand. Yes, see. Okay, guys, I get it. Some people want me to calculate the ovulation for them, but it's like most of you don't understand the menstruation day cycle I explained. You don't calculate your ovulation from the date you saw your period. You don't calculate your ovulation saying, I saw my period on the 8th of last month. When am I ovulating? Totally wrong. Nobody will be able to calculate it for you until you know your menstrual day cycle. That's the reason why I did not go further more explaining the ovulation calculation, because it will just scatter people where that, if I want that, you know, go mix, you know, go understand again. Learn to calculate your menstrual day cycle first, which means from last month, first day of last month till this month. Learn that one. And then to calculate your ovulation will be easy. Auntie Joy, I was pregnant without knowing due to negative pregnancy test. Then I started spotting, thinking it was period, but can detect fibroid and retained product of conception. Ma, what is the cause of the negative test and miscarriage? your hormones are in order, probably your progesterone, you want to go and check it out, you want to go and try it. And, you know, people who get this negative test result when they are pregnant are people who have low HCG level. They might take time, maybe 2-3 weeks before the pregnancy start detecting, not in scan, but either in blood or in urine. That's why women, see, after you've done everything, your period is over, your ovulation is over. Don't go ahead rushing to take things during your 2 weeks wait. Like the 2 weeks, you need to wait to see if you're pregnant or not. It's important. It's important, like, you know, like even getting the sperm inside you. Is that important? Whatever you are doing, no go, they use different kind of concoction. Instead, just stick to eating healthy. Wait until you know, say 2 weeks pass before you start complaining maybe you see your period or not. Because a lot of women have had problem with, you know, things like missed abortion. You go to scan, they tell you missed abortion. How do they call it? What's the other one? There's this general name Nigerians use for their scan. They like to use the general name so people will understand what they talk. Right. If I remember, I'm going to say it. But the missed abortion is just common. You know, some people feel like, I didn't know I was pregnant. Yes, 85% of women in the world actually don't know that they get pregnant every month. You know, it happens. So, what I would advise you to do is this. You have to go for flushing. It's important. You cannot keep a retained conception product or retained particles inside you. It can cause you to have tube blockage. It can cause you to have things like, like some kind of growth they will not know, even things like polyps coming out from you. Go for flushing. When you don't flush finish, you need to wait 12 weeks and then you start taking care of the fibroid. Now, when you want to take care of fibroid, remember to check your hormones and put them in place, because hormone are the cause them in the first place. When you're done balancing the hormone, you can get the pure mix, you can get blood orange seed, which is very good for fibroid. Remember, the pure mix for detox, to detox yourself. Blood orange for the fibroid. Here, let me see if I can bring it. All right, here. Blood orange for the fibroid. So if you're the type that have that problem, you want to use it. You can also use green tea. We don't have green tea here. I don't know if it's scatter this now. Green tea is just somewhere around here. You can use green tea with it to help you with the bloating. You know, you get bloated. Like breeze go dey your belly when you get fibroid. Then they make people belly they big. No, it's not the size of the fibroid though. Nah, the breeze where they pack for belly. All right. So I hope I was able to explain. Can someone with high prolactin take blueberry mix? Oh, yes, you can. You can take it. But I'll advise you to use parsley and CH leaf with juice plus omega. Treat the prolactin first before boosting your ovulation. Because if ovulation happen, you get belly, you get miscarriage, and that one was pass. True. All right. Let's see. Okay, I've answered the one of the blueberry mix. Please, ma, what is the name of hormone profile test in Italy? It's just the same name, sis. Oh, somebody help me write this thing out now. FSH. If you write them in abbreviation, it's just like a medical term, so they go understand. Somebody help me write FSH, LH, progesterone, estradiol, prolactin, testosterone. Anti-Morellian hormone, AMH. You know, if you do those abbreviations, they understand it more better. I think I sent the abbreviation to a lady in Thailand, and they understand. Thailand, they don't speak English, but I was shocked that the doctors understand, so I was very happy anyway. But yes, somebody please help me write it for her. I beg. Sister Joy, I have been experiencing drop of blood first thing in the morning for 5 days now. All right, if you are in your period, it means you are having implantation bleeding, which I would not advise you to use anything yet. Wait and test for pregnancy. That's a sign of implantation bleeding. All right, It's not progesterone problem. It's not something to worry about. If it's implantation bleeding, it happens to some women. So what I would advise you to do, before I go tell you to use teas, because some people will be desperate to go and buy and start using, is give yourself 2 weeks and check if you're pregnant. I just wish you good luck. Next one. Please, ma, what can I take for ovarian cyst? You know, the first thing first, go check your hormones with your doctor, put it in place, and you can use this combination. I just hope I have them complete here for you, darling. I hope. I wish. Hang on, guys. I'm just going to go through this thing and see if I have it for her. Oh my goodness. Okay. All right. See, guys, you're very lucky. Yeah. Okay. After you've done your hormone thing, you've put it in order with your doctor, I would advise you to use this teas. Okay, you can get it from the distributor, but it's just an advice, and I'm going to explain why. This is the pure mix for detoxification. You know, it's very important. The first thing you have to do to cleanse your system. And then you go for raspberry tea. Now, why raspberry tea? A lot of people suffering from ovarian cysts either have estradiol problem, which is low estradiol or low progesterone. This would help you. Raspberry, the leaf itself, helps with ovarian cysts. There is the leaf inside and there is the fruit. All right. Now, next, I have the blueberry ginger that you should use during your ovulation. Some people will ask me, Sister Joy, can I replace it with blueberry mix? Yes, you can replace it with blueberry mix, but why with the ginger? Because ginger has this antioxidant that helps, you know, it would help even the inflammation, because it contains anti-inflammation that helps with ovarian cysts. You know the pain that comes with ovarian cysts. It's not funny. Some women during menstruation with ovarian cysts is like, hey, you know, they go admit them. I know how it be. Some women will call me, Sister Joy, I'm dying. Please help. That's what me said, would they run up and down? Which kind of wahala be this? What kind of a problem is this? Which kind of sickness is this? That, you know, those kind of stuff. Some women cry like real tears with ovarian cysts. So use these things and they will help you. Let's see. Oh, guys, having here 1 hour. Okay, please, ma, I've checked my prolactin and it's okay, but I'm still having discharge from my breast. What you should use is cabbage leaf. Go get cabbage leaf. Put it in your bra. As you wear bra, chook them inside. Change it every 2 hours. The breast milk will dry off. It's simple as that. Cabbage leaf, oh, not lettuce. Cabbage, that one we use in doing our salad with mayonnaise and carrots. That salad we person they chop for Christmas. Yes, that's the one. That's the one you have to use. Change it every 2 hours from your breast and to dry off. Can one continue taking folic acid when taking the recipe for blocked tube, or pause until you finish your recipe? You have to pause until you finish your recipe. You can't just mix them together. It's not good. All right. It's just too much for you. After weaning for up to a year, a bit of milky discharge still comes out. Use cabbage leaf. All right. Use cabbage leaf. Change it every 2 hours. Do this for like 7 days. If the thing stop, just throw in. That's all. Okay. Good evening, ma. Please help me with ovarian cysts, endometriosis, and fibroid. Auntie, how do you even stay? 3 things on top of one person's head. Kai, her period will be like, hell yeah, painful. With endometriosis. Oh my goodness. I pity you. I don't see your face, but I pity you small, really. Now, you already saw what I talked about for fibroid. You already saw the one I picked for ovarian cyst, but you've not seen the one I picked for endometriosis. So I'm going to show you. Yeah. Here. This is nettle tea. Stinging nettle, or whatever you have to call it. Nettle helps with endometriosis. It's like the top of them all. It helps, you know, allow blood flow to the uterus. You know, I've used it on so many people who feel pain during their period, and They don't anymore. And remember, I want to say, endometriosis is not a little adhesion. The inflammation there is just too much. That's why you're feeling pain every month when you're passing through period. Those days are hell. Why? Because it's like saying injury, it's inflamed. So get the nettle tea. And like I said, if you know that your period is painful, you get the raspberry tea. You can use the raspberry tea during your period. This one, I have a lady who, oh my God, she has been using a capsule for like 20 years. Yeah, I remember the story very well. She will still come outside and share the story. The day is coming. We're just keeping it for surprise. For 20 years, she has endometriosis. Then I was still preparing the herb, the nettle tea. So I told her to go on the raspberry tea. I'm telling you, ever since she started using the raspberry tea, she stopped using the medication. She doesn't feel pain during her period anymore like she used to. She used a medication every day, like daily, for 20 good years. Me, I know they say rubbish. I know say God hand they inside, but I would never say rubbish to people. Never, ever, ever, ever. Anyway, get the nettle tea. See, for those people in Europe, I don't send a go on the Europe side though, so get the nettle tea. All right. Let me see if I'll take one more questions and then we'll call it a night. Guys, I've been here for 1 hour. Okay, I've talked about this. Just try it. I've talked about something like this. Okay. Sister Alimatu, you just come. I will just tell you, say welcome, welcome, welcome. But sure not they finish, but you just come. Sure not they finish now. What you do is just go back and watch the video, right? Please, how do I send the result of the test in the lab referred? You mean Echo Lab? Okay, there is my number on the screen there. I think someone post my number. Just take that number. It's the one that ends with 994, my phone number, and send it. The thing goes to end safe. September, right? It's ending on the 20th of September. So yeah, send it then, and I'll tell you what the result is. Oh my God. Hang on, guys. I just go front a little bit. My cycle range from 38 to 52 days. Yes, I know I am not safe. And I am asked to start family planning drugs to regulate it. Is there any other thing you will advise? Still on the first sachet though. I'll tell you the truth. Using family planning would not solve nothing. Using a prevention pills would not solve the problem of your period. Walai. In fact, you're doing more damage to yourself than good. True. Because you would never be able to go out of it. The month you stop it, you still have that problem of your menstruation coming 52 days. In fact, this time it will be even worse. What you should do is check the hormones that is not balanced. Look for the particular one. Mostly at this case, there is problem with FSH. There's problem with LH, which they are high. Before your doctor will prescribe that in those two, they high. And then the progesterone go low, the estradiol go low. Check which one is imbalanced. And then watch my video. I do different videos on different hormones. Follow them. Balance your thing. Even ordinary seedling self go do the magic for you. So having contraceptive is not the solution of the problem. Hey, guys, I like talk. Oh, I beg. I too like talk. Now here I go sit down now 2 hours, go knock me, go bless, I don't do anything. Kai, I like talk. Now I can go sleep. I don't try for today. Let's see. This one is... What's the cause of drop of blood after ovulation? Hey, it's implantation bleeding. Do a pregnancy test too. It's implantation bleeding. I find it difficult to get pregnant. And when my husband releases inside me, once I stand up, everything will pour out. I need your help. That one you should tell your husband to go and run tests. All right. See, if sperm come out from your body, it really doesn't mean that you are at fault. Yes, we know that sperm, it's not all that will go in. Some will come out. It's natural. It's nature. It's like that. Your husband released millions. All right. But if you stand up and it comes out like water, like dripping through your lap, going down, your husband needs to go for test. Okay? So thank you so much, everyone. Now, thank you very much. Thank you so much for those people who shared the video. For those people who invite new members, thank you so much. For the new members, I hope I don't learn something. I don't pick small thing from what I teach. Even if I don't go deep as I want, I can also go spend hours for here. I like to read. I hope you enjoyed it, and I cannot wait to start getting all those crazy pregnancy results. You know what I mean? When I say crazy tip, I mean crazy pregnancy results. That's just the time that will do you wah, woo, wah. You know that type when they shout, you go, oh, that type. I cannot wait for it. So thank you so much, and see you guys another time next week, maybe. Yes, next week. School day resume. Hey, school is resuming. We are back fully. Like every 2 days we'll do video now. School is resuming next week. Holiday 3 months. I don't free. School day resume. Hey, what did? Hey, Jesus, see freedom in the morning. No worry. We'll do something. So see you guys next week. In fact, when school resume. Have a wonderful evening. Good night.